We're here on the Dave Smith Instruments booth at Winter NAMM 2016 with Mr. Tom Oberheim and of course Dave Smith. And they have a very exciting new synthesizer that we're going to take a quick look at. So, Dave.
Yes.
Can you tell us the story of the OB-6? How did this come into existence?
Well, Tom and I were talking one day and we were saying how cool it would be to take some of the technology we developed in the Prophet 6 as far as control in the backbone of a synthesizer, all the control voltages and all that, and combine it with Tom's awesome SEM sound, and it just seemed to make sense, so we did it.
So, Tom, how much of the SEM is actually in there?
It's SEM. I mean, it's SEM down to the core. You listen to it, you hear this machine. It's manufactured by Dave Smith, of course, but it's an Oberheim. It sounds like an Oberheim, and I couldn't be happier. It's just wonderful.
So is there more to it than just the filter from the SEM?
Oh yes, it's complete SEM on voice cards inside. It's 6 voice cards, and each voice card is an SEM oscillators, filter, VCA, etc. It's not just the filter; it's everything.
And preset management as well. How does that work? Is that like the Prophet 6?
Yes. Yeah, and so a lot of the other features like the sequencer, arpeggiator, things like that. Mm-hmm. But I should point out in our digital effects section, we added 2 new effects based on Tom's original Mastro phase shifter and ring modulator from the early 70s. So those are kind of little extra bonus on top of the basic sound.
But digital,
yes.
You say?
Oh right. Yeah, sure.
Okay. And so can you give us a little demo of it?
Sure, we can just make a few sounds.
Can either of you give us a quick rundown of some of the other features on the synth itself?
Well, the biggest thing, of course, is the sound, but that's a nice thing about this, the OB-6, is it's a modern version of the original. So it's got all of the pressure and velocity, cross mod, all the new features that you expect on a synthesizer these days, but it's got the sound from the original in the 70s.
So it's authentic through and through.
It's very authentic. You hear some of these wonderful sounds that Oberheim's made. It's like going back 30 years. It's just to hear it again in a new machine with the modern control features that Dave developed originally for the Prophet 6. It's just wonderful. Yeah, you play the Prophet 6, you play the OB-6. Nobody's going to confuse which is which.
So is there more to come from this partnership?
We're getting that question a lot, but we don't look that far ahead. No plans at the moment, but you never know. If something sounds fun and interesting, then sure, but who knows?
Let's just say that those plans have not yet quite developed on the second day of the NAMM show.
And so how much is it going to retail for then?
$29.99 street price in the United States.
And available when?
March.
Fantastic. Thanks very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cheers.